In this lesson, I will show you how to work with plane inside a 3D sketch. This is quite interesting because inside a 3D sketch, you can create a plane and on that plane, you can create any sketch. Let's take a new sketch which is 3D. Now inside this 3D sketch, I will create a very simple line. This is just a one segment. Now if you notice one thing, when I will activate any tool from here, this is showing me only three planes: XY plane, then YZ plane, then ZX plane. These are only three planes where you can create any sketch inside 3D environment. Let's say you want to create something which is aligned 45 degree with this ZX plane. So in that case, you have to create that plane. That plane is not exist. If I press tab key, only these three plane I can get. So that's why how to work with plane inside 3D sketch, that is really very important. First I will deactivate this line tool by pressing escape key in my keyboard. Then go to inside sketch tab. From here, this is that option, plane. You can create any plane by using this option. But you have to keep in mind, this option only will be available when you will stay inside 3D sketch, not 2D sketch. So I'm inside this 3D sketch, so I will activate it, this plane tool. Now I have to define few reference, but nice thing is, let's say you don't have anything to select from this 3D environment. In that case, if I press OK, it will create plane. And after creating this, there are some grid line is showing with this yellow border, means this plane is active now. If I double click outside this area, that plane will be unselected. But it is not showing here because from this heads up toolbar, from this option, if I go to drop down menu, this option is unchecked. By default, this is unchecked. You have to check this option. So I will check this option. Now you can see it. To activate this plane again, I will double click on this plane. Now this is activate again. All grid with this yellow border is showing. For now, I will unselect this. Press double click on this blank area. Then I will rotate this little bit. Now I will select this plane, press left mouse button and hold, then move it to somewhere here. You will see this plane is moving. This is not fixed. If you want to fix this plane, you have to put some geometric relation as well as dimension. So I will select this. This is already selected. Then go to this tree, select this right plane by pressing Ctrl key. Now you can see there are three relations showing between these two planes is possible. I will select parallel. As soon as I parallel, these two planes is parallel now. So I will press OK. Now if I move this, you can see it will move in this direction because this is parallel with right plane and this is that relation is showing. Now if you want to add any dimension, you can also do that. Activate Smart Dimension tool, select this plane, then select this point. Between this point and plane, I will put 50 and deactivate this Smart Dimension tool. Now if I move this plane, you can see this is still moving. That means this is still not fixed. This is not fixed because this line length is changing. So add another dimension, 100. Now you can see everything is fixed. And when this plane is fixed, this plane border is showing with gray color. If I delete this dimension, you will see this is showing with light blue color. So I will bring back this dimension again by pressing Ctrl Z. Now my plane is fully defined. I will create another plane which will be 45 degree with this ZX plane, and this plane will go through this line. So activate this plane. Then select this line because this plane has to go through this line. Then inside this second reference, select this top plane. And with this top plane, I am to create 45 degree. If I say from right side, you will see this is what I want. This plane has to be 45 degree with this ZX plane, which is this plane you can see from here. And this plane has to go through this line, which is this result. So now I can press OK. And as soon as I create my plane, this is showing that plane is active. I don't want to active now, so double click on this blank area to deselect this plane. So far I created two planes. Now if you want to create any sketch, let's say on this plane I want to create any sketch, double click on this plane. Now this plane is active. Now whatever I will create, now it will create only on this plane, not randomly inside this 3D environment. So let's say I will create few line here, and all of this line has been created on this plane. If I see from right side, you will see this is that plane, and all line has been created on this plane. When I'm done, I will press double click in this blank area.